Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thank you so much for joining me here. I hope you're having a great day. Quick look here at Gala, seeing what's going on. This is an interesting little chart here. A lot of coins right now are seeing similar behavior as far as testing that 0.618 fib level. So we are seeing that here once more. We're slightly acquiring or achieving, if you will, higher lows and effectively establishing lower highs. So it's an interesting little situation here. We're going to double check a few key factors, kind of double check the liquidation levels too and see what's going on. Quick congrats to our community too. We took some nice profits yesterday from Filecoin. Nice little long in 13 hours, 25% even. Nice little position there. So we're considering taking a short for, I've been considering a short for Gala for a while, but I want to wait and confirm the market first because Bitcoin's giving us some false positives. A lot of coins are looking kind of funky here today, and honestly just not great trading conditions in my personal opinion. So let's go ahead and see though either way where we're at with liquidation. Oof, boy. Pretty heavy concentration below the price action there, that 5 cent even mark. So even though that's somewhat of a support level, again, a lot of volume and or liquidation occurs at supports. We can see 5 to 4.5 is that heavy concentration liquidation on the downside, and conversely 6.5 to 7 cents as the secondary most amount, or you could even say that's primary. There's a heavier concentration above the price action, but we are technically close to that 5 cent range. So a lot of times the closer you are, the more likely to see that sweep. We could very well just see one of these, blip, and the price takes off, leaving a bunch of people like with their sitting on their thumbs, like what the heck just happened. So exactly the more reason to use low leverage, low position sizing if you insist on using leverage. Spot is probably the better way to go, but it just depends on who you are. We do trade leverage in our community, but it's somewhere in the range of 5 to 7x leverage tops. We only 10x Bitcoin and Ethereum, so just a heads up on that. Anyways, take a look here at the daily time frame. Quickly to note, we are now officially below the 20-day SMA. It's not great. We lost our ascending trend, our larger ascending trend line, and this does just keep in mind. This doesn't mean we've broken bearish. It just implies that we're not bullish, all right? Or that we've shifted that momentum, if you will. So to blindly just take a long position for Gala right now seems kind of irresponsible. Okay, so that's kind of where we're at there. It's not the worst thing ever, but not great either. We're getting closer to 50 on the RSI. Say if we break below that, that'd be a pretty solid sign that we've diverged, so to speak. And then again, of course, we do have a lot of area here between 4.5 and 5, or upwards of 5.5. That range between 4.5 and 5.5 that has very little volume in it. Okay, all the more reason why we could just see a little blip when the price takes off. Okay. Either way, the daily time frame is not bullish at all. It's not truly bearish, but it's certainly not bullish. 4-hour time frames looking more so on the bearish side of things here. We can see we are underneath 50 on the RSI. Money flow index is coming down. Stochastic swinging down for the second time. And of course, we got our MACD divergence on the horizon. So if we look at every MACD divergence for this coin, there's just the more recent ones. Quickly to clarify, we had one right here. Price action pulled back there. We had a divergence right here. Price action pulled back there. So again, it took a while to mature, of course. This is a 4-hour time frame. But if we look at that, we got a 20% correction there. And then we have about a 20% correction here. So every time we diverge on the MACD, we can see that a correction occurs somewhere in the range of 10 to 20%. Okay, or just loosely averaged at 20%. So that really tells us here that if we do end up diverging here, there's a good chance we could see the price continue lower. Again, at a 20% correction from here, where would that put us? That put us somewhere in the range of 4.3, 4.5. Okay, so is that a guarantee? No, just looking like a statistical probability at this point. So do you short your shirt off with Gala? Probably not, but you could you could hedge some of your longs with a short, and this may be a good consideration. Let's see if the hourly confirms anything on this here sort too, because we are below the cloud, looks like. Hold on, let's go ahead and do this. Zoom in a little bit. And just to clarify here, we are below the cloud, quite a few hours below the cloud, lagging spans free and clear, conversion lines below baseline. There's really no reason to consider a long position right now with Gala. Definitely looking pretty terrible in the overall sense of things. Again, we are testing at 0.618 fib level, but we've tested it 1, 2, 3, now the 4th time. How many times do you think it's going to take to break through that level? Okay. Again, I think that we're in a situation right now where Gala's looking pretty weak. Truth is, though, if we look at overextension, we just hit an overextended state. The likelihood of the price dropping immediately from here is pretty low. Keep that in mind. We probably want to wait for the price to pull back up, get close to this 5.6 range. But generally speaking, I would say I'm leaning more towards a short than a long with this coin, just based on everything we've seen here so far. There's not a lot of bullish convergences or anything really telling us the price is due to continue higher. And if we look at this here, just say we take a look at this chart and we compare it with Bitcoin, it's similar in ways, but it keeps retesting these lower levels here, right? We got this 1,234.618 fib level retesting. And then if we take a look at Bitcoin, we can see we've only retested that level twice. So unless Bitcoin can significantly pull its, remove its heads from its ass, I think that Gala is probably going to continue lower. There's pretty much no other way around it. Again, it's just a statistical probability, folks. That's all it is. It's not a guarantee. The price could literally turn around and be like, oops, just kidding. And again, when you look at liquidation, there's heavy amounts of liquidation at 5 to 4.5, that significant gap in volume, and just a lot of bearish divergences we're seeing here. Specifically, that MACD divergence on the 4-hour has me concerned. But we haven't truly diverged yet either. That's the funny thing. So, until we do, we cannot presume it's going to happen, right? So again, different scenarios. We'll see what happens here soon. I would just recommend maybe waiting until today's candlestick closes to see roughly where we're at. We do see a little bit of a rally from Bitcoin, different story altogether. But I don't think Gala is gonna take off. We have a lot of resistance in place right now between here and there. So all the more reason just be cautious and careful, low leverage, low position size. I would recommend trading this coin on the best exchange in the world, Bitunix, phenomenal exchange. Link down below. If you register with my link, you get some nice rewards here, of course. But more important, no KYC or VPN for this exchange. They've been great to our community. Thank you, Bitunix. And thank you, too, for just being an awesome part of my life as well. You know who you are. You've been great, and I significantly appreciate all the support. Hope you all have a good rest of the day. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.